Stop boiling sweet potatoes in water. You're throwing away the best part. Most people don't realize it, but this mistake steals the natural sweetness and all those precious nutrients. Hi friends! In today's video, I'll share simple and smart tips for cooking sweet potatoes, the tasty way that keeps all the goodness inside. Start by choosing sweet potatoes that feel firm and fresh. Avoid ones that are too smooth or shriveled. Dryness means they've started losing their goodness. Sweet potatoes, when cooked right, are truly a treasure. They're packed with vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants. Did you know they even support your eyesight? It's good for your heart, eyes, and digestion, and it keeps you full for longer. Grab a bowl, add some water, and 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Give it a stir, then soak the sweet potatoes you plan to use. Hey friends, how are you doing today? What's your mood like? And tell me, where are you watching from? I'm waiting for your comment. Soak the potato for 2 minutes, then give it a good wash using just your hands. It's that simple. No soap, just love. Ever tried washing your veggies with baking soda? It's a simple trick that helps remove dirt, pesticides, and even wax from the surface. Just a pinch in water, gentle, natural, and way safer than chemical cleaners. It won't change the taste, but it does make everything feel fresher. Baking soda is like magic in the kitchen. It scrubs your pans, freshens up your face. Just don't mix up the two. And how do you use this magical powder? Share your tips in the comments. I'd love to try them. Never peel sweet potatoes before steaming or baking them. Leave the skin on. That thin layer does more than you think. It locks in moisture, helps preserve valuable nutrients like fiber and potassium, and adds a gentle, earthy flavor. Plus, it's so much easier. No peeling, no waste. Just wash them well, and you're good to go. Next, take clean water and add 2 tablespoons of salt. Drop in the sweet potatoes and give it a good stir. Let them soak for 15 minutes. This salty soak isn't just for taste. It helps calm down oxidation and activates natural enzymes that reduce bloating and even acid reflux. A small step with big benefits. Then grab an old toothbrush and give the potatoes a gentle scrub. The bristles get into all those tiny spots where dirt loves to hide, way better than rinsing alone. It's a simple trick, but it really makes a difference. Did you know that this type of potato is actually good for you? It's packed with fiber, antioxidants, and vitamins that support digestion and boost your energy. So yes, it's not just tasty, it's healthy too. My grandma always said, you need to know little kitchen tricks that make life easier. She had one for everything. For example, she used to soak potatoes in salt water to keep them from turning brown and to make them easier to digest. Simple, but smart. I've got one more sweet potato hack for you. If you want the skin to come off easily after baking, just wrap the potato in a damp towel while it's still warm, wait a few minutes, then the peel slips right off like magic. Have you tried this before? There are many types of sweet potatoes. And here's a little trick you might not know. Before baking, poke a few holes in the potato with a knife or fork. This simple step lets steam escape while it cooks, helping the potato bake more evenly. It's a small move, but it makes a big difference. Do you have your own favorite sweet potato recipe? Maybe something passed down from your family, or just a dish you love to make again and again? I'd really love to hear it. Share it in the comments. Now here's a little step that makes a big difference. Take some butter or olive oil and gently rub it all over the sweet potato skin. Don't skip this part. That thin layer helps the skin turn perfectly crispy in the oven and gives it that rich golden brown color we all love. It's not just about the look. This step adds a touch of flavor, makes the texture more satisfying, and turns a simple potato into something you can proudly serve to guests. Trust me, once you try it this way, you'll never go back. Friends, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share this video with someone you care about. I have a feeling they'll enjoy this just as much as you did. Now it's time to start cooking our sweet potatoes using the air fryer, one of my favorite kitchen helpers. First, I take the basket and line it with parchment paper. This helps with easy cleanup and keeps the potatoes from sticking. Then I gently place the seasoned potatoes inside, making sure they're not too crowded so the hot air can circulate. That's the secret to getting them crispy outside and soft inside. If you've never tried sweet potatoes in the air fryer, you're in for a treat. I set the air fryer to 200 degrees Celsius and let the sweet potatoes cook for 30 minutes. The smell, it's already making me hungry. And now I want to hear from you. What are your favorite dishes to make in the air fryer? Maybe you've got a special recipe I should try. Let me know in the comments. I'm really curious. Next, I pour 1 liter of water into a big pot and bring it to a boil, just like my grandma used to do. Once the water is bubbling nicely, I place a steamer basket right on top. Then I add the sweet potatoes, making sure they're evenly spaced so the steam can reach all sides. I cover it with the lid to keep all that goodness inside and let it steam for about 20 minutes. During that time, your kitchen will start to smell warm and comforting, like something homemade is on the way. To check if it's ready, I gently poke one with a wooden skewer. If it slides in smoothly, like through butter, you're good to go. And tell me, do you like steaming vegetables too? Or do you have your own tricks for making them extra tender? I'd love to hear them. Drop your ideas in the comments. The sweet potatoes from the air fryer are ready now. Crispy, golden, and smelling amazing. I place them gently on a plate. As for the steamed ones, I peel off the soft skin, it comes off so easily, and then mash the tender flesh with a fork until it turns into smooth, creamy puree. Did you know sweet potatoes aren't actually related to regular potatoes? They belong to a completely different plant family and are even considered a superfood in many cultures, rich in fiber, vitamin A, and antioxidants. If you're enjoying these tips, make sure to subscribe for more cozy, natural recipes just like this. I've got so much more to share with you. The recipe I'm about to show you is one of those cozy dishes that feels like a warm hug. And the best part? It's incredibly simple. No complicated steps, no special equipment, just honest, homemade goodness. After steaming the sweet potatoes, I take one and mash it right on the plate using an ordinary fork. No need for fancy tools. The texture turns out soft, creamy, and naturally sweet, like dessert, but healthy. Sometimes I add a tiny pinch of salt or a drizzle of olive oil to bring out the flavor even more. But honestly, even plain, it's amazing. Sweet potatoes are known around the world, not just for their taste, but for their benefits too. They're rich in beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A, great for your eyes, skin, and immune system. In Japan, sweet potatoes are even sold hot on the streets in winter. People eat them like snacks, straight from the paper bag. Isn't that lovely? And now I want to ask you, how often do you eat sweet potatoes at home? Once in a while, or is it a regular guest in your kitchen? Maybe you have a favorite way to cook it. Let me know in the comments. I'm always looking for new ideas from our global family. Now it's time to make this mashed sweet potato even more comforting. In a separate small bowl, I crack 1 egg and beat it gently with a fork, just until the yolk and white come together. Then I go back to my warm mashed sweet potato and add 1 tablespoon of butter. The heat from the potato melts it beautifully, making everything smooth and rich. Next, I pour in the beaten egg and mix it all together. The result is creamy, silky, and full of flavor. This little combo gives the dish a soft, almost soufflé-like texture once it's cooked. Have you ever tried mixing egg into mashed sweet potato before? It's such a lovely trick. Simple, but it makes the dish feel extra special. Now comes the fun part. We're almost there. I take the sweet potato mixture we just made and carefully spread it onto a piece of parchment paper placed in the air fryer basket. I shape it into a smooth oval form, kind of like a small pie or thick pancake. It doesn't have to be perfect, just try to keep it even, about the thickness of your finger. That way, it cooks through without drying out. This part is really relaxing. You're working with warm, soft ingredients, and it already smells like comfort food. Then, I set the air fryer to 110 degrees Celsius and let it bake gently for 25 minutes. I know it's tempting to turn up the heat, but trust me, low and slow is the key here. It lets the egg cook evenly without making the outside too crusty. And the result is a soft, golden slice with a light edge that holds together beautifully. While it's baking, I like to tidy up the kitchen or make a cup of tea. And the smell that starts to fill the room is just amazing. It's a cozy scent that feels like home. Do you ever cook like this? Slow, simple, and full of love? If so, I'd love to hear about your favorite recipes. And if you're enjoying this one, don't forget to subscribe. We've got plenty more easy, natural recipes coming your way. And now, the moment we've been waiting for. Our sweet potato from the air fryer is ready. I carefully take it out, and right away, I can tell it turned out just right. The outside has a gentle golden edge, but when I cut into it, oh, it's so soft and tender inside, like a warm pillow. I slice it gently, and the texture is smooth, creamy, almost melts in your mouth. The flavor? Slightly sweet, buttery, with that perfect balance of soft and toasty. It's the kind of dish that doesn't need anything fancy. You take one bite, and it just feels comforting. Honestly, this might be one of the easiest and tastiest ways to enjoy sweet potato. Whether you're cooking for yourself or for someone you love, it's a recipe that brings warmth and joy. If you haven't tried sweet potato like this before, please do. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by how good something so simple can be. Our second recipe is finally done, and just look at it. I take a knife and gently slice it, just like a little pie. The outside has a lovely golden crust, and the inside, it's soft, warm, and moist, almost like a custard. The sweet potato, butter, and egg have come together into something truly special. Smooth, rich, and naturally sweet without adding any sugar. It holds its shape perfectly, but melts in your mouth with every bite. This one's perfect for breakfast, a light dinner, or even as a cozy snack with tea. It feels like something you'd serve to guests, and they'd never guess how simple it was to make. Honestly, both recipes turned out amazing in their own way. One is a classic mash, and the other is more like a soft pie. I can't even pick a favorite. Have you ever tried making sweet potato this way? Or do you have your own secret recipe passed down from family? I'd really love to read about it. Leave me a comment below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and share it with someone who loves natural, comforting food as much as we do. Let's keep this little cozy kitchen community growing. We're all here to learn from each other and enjoy the simple things together.
Where do you want to put it in? Maybe так оставлять еще, да?